Monks will sing Tupac Long here with Dangon Qigong and Gong Fu. For this video, we're going to talk about mantras. I will talk about spiritual religious mantras, and then I will talk about reaffirmation mantras. Don't limit yourself by limiting your imagination to what these things are used for. I'll actually do that in opposite. So, your first level mantra is going to be like something that a child or everyday person can use for reaffirmation. If you're meditating and every breath in, I am strong. I am strong. I can do this. I can do this. I will pass this test. I will pass this test. Anything that you can do to reaffirm yourself, it would be considered like a mantra for psychological encouragement or reaffirmation. Beyond that, I have two that I like to use a lot. Actually, three. I'm not going to get into my main mantra because it's a very long explanation. That would have to be a completely different video. But my Western style mantras that I use when I meditate, I have two. One, when I'm first going deep and trying to hone in my mind to my still meditations, I will use terminology that only some Qigong practitioners will understand. Be with the Tao, not with the day. Be with the Tao, not with the day. Meaning that, I'm going to say it religiously because it's really hard to separate these two when you're talking about like the science of Qigong and other people's perception towards religion is why I always have these intertwinements with this. But be with God, not with the manifestations of God, is the same thing that means. I'll have to do a religious video one day to articulate what I mean more about that. But, the stillness, the calmness, the ability to guide and be guided without forcing it. That the absolute emptiness and being able to smash the emptiness within ourselves is when you're being with the Tao. Being with the day is, the day is the manifestations of the Tao. We are day, the manifestation of the Tao or God. And manifestation meaning if I breathe some pepper in my nose and I sneeze, the sneeze is a manifestation of pepper. It's just a byproduct of the thing that I did. That's a terrible example, but I'm really just trying here to get these concepts out to you guys. So be with the Tao, not with the day. The emotions that you're experiencing at that point, those emotions are not even technically a manifestation of Tao. Those are manifestations of you, which are a manifestation of Tao. So, but all those things are considered day. Anything that you're experiencing that is not like still self-guiding, what's the word I'm looking for? Transcended concepts and mind states. Like, when I say transcendent, I just mean rising above those things. I don't mean that in any spiritual or religious way. So when you're performing your mantras like that, be with the Tao, not with the day, that's the level one for that. And you really want to try to get that stillness and to get those ideas out of your head and to separate yourself and to be with the Tao, which is a beautiful thing. You really want to be able to focus on these things. So the next one I'm going to tell you is when you get deeper into your meditation and you're locked into like a really intense grand circulation or even small circulation, but you're just really, really diving in deep and you're feeling some stuff and feeling a certain kind of way and the intensity is getting heavy. To try to hone in your mind, don't only just focus on your breathing, timing, which the spacing I talk about in one of the other meditative videos, but you want to have something. So I kind of talked to Tao, or I almost forced myself to be not talk to in your mind. You really want to kind of just like visualize these things you're saying. Be with the Tao, not with the day. You can say it at first when you need to, but you want to try to get it in your mind, coming out of the center, not hearing a voice, but you want to have in your mind that voice coming out from the center and going out to the universe. All right. So the other one is when your eyes are closed and you're getting intense and you really need to focus on your search. I like this one, with my eyes closed. What do you see? What do you hear? I see nothing. I hear nothing. Keep looking. Keep listening. What do you see? What do you hear? I see nothing. I hear nothing. Keep looking. Keep listening. What do you see? What do you hear? I see nothing. I hear nothing. Keep looking. Keep listening. And that is a good way to just go through that part of your meditation. I did the little Jing Yang Legong hand position because that is what I do most of the times when I'm in that position. So that covers most Western style mantras and reaffirmations. Now I will get into a religious mantra or spiritual mantra, if you will. To be honest, I perceive all these things as natural human techniques. It's really hard to explain without really diving in. One day I will make a video to really try to dive in and really try to get to the nitty gritty explanations of these things in a Western way, scientifically, if I can articulate it. If God will allow me to articulate it. Once again, not to be ultra meta. To be honest, I will say this much. I do not believe in perceivably supernatural or metaphysical things. If you are seeing or experiencing something within your existence, that is a natural occurrence within your existence, no matter how extreme you think it is. So that is my perception on metaphysical and perceivably supernatural things. Like it's not that. Like you're still human. You're gonna stay human until you die, and all these things that you're experiencing are parts of your human experience and journey. That being said, I'm gonna talk about the Om for a while. So your basic Om is first done vocally, and you will, as a Westerner, you almost want to space it out. And I'm going to teach it like this for a very specific reason. Obviously, you want to get back to the Om and following the way it's done properly, but for intention purposes of teaching, I'm going to say you want to separate it into A-U-M when you Om. So the A is your activation and acknowledgement of consciousness. I'm doing these hand positions for a teaching purpose that will be expounded upon in a moment. So when you say Ah, you're activating and acknowledging your consciousness. When you get to the U, you're connecting your consciousness to your spirit or soul. Once again, I'm not going to dive into this too much because I don't want to get too metaphysical here. It's really, like I said, I don't really believe in the concept, so just try to follow me here. And then when you hit the I like to personally experience that as soon as my lips come together and I'm humming and I can feel my teeth humming in my throat and it travels through my whole body because I've been doing this a while. When I hit the that spirit consciousness in the less than a blink of an eye goes all the way into the deepest cores of my mind and then out to the deepest stretches of the universe like that. So I will demo this for you the best that I can in the way that I do this. So once again, you're acknowledging your consciousness. Oh, you're combining your consciousness to your spirit. And then you are doing this come together, going out to the widest edges of the universe or multiverse. That is not for us to decide. You just try to get your imagery there so you can really connect to Tao or God, however you perceive these things. Once again, I do perceive these things as natural parts of our existence. If you are agnostic or atheist, I do not mean to offend you. I just want you to understand your meditation more efficiently, and however you have to go about doing that is what I'm trying to help you reach. Okay? So I'm going to do a few. I'm going to try to move back a little bit if I can so you can see the expansion. So I'm just going to do a few with that visualization I was just doing, and then I will stop this video and leave any questions or comments in the sections. I may do a further in-depth one on mantras. It's a really in-depth thing when you're praying in Sanskrit, and that's what you're doing. You're praying to God in Sanskrit, and this is how they did it anciently. So just, practice putting your time. Psychologically, when you're doing a mudra, with your meditation and staring at a candle, doing a mantra in a specific stance, those are just onion layers. You're trying to push out everything, so once again, things can flow in more uniformly. So let's go ahead and get to this. Okay, so I'm going to keep my eyes open so I can see what I'm doing. Normally, they would be closed. This time I kept my hands in this frame so you can see the spacing. This would be, incidentally, the edge of the universe as moving with your thought, okay? I'm going to do it a couple more times just so you can kind of try to maybe do it with me and try to get more out of this practice that I'm doing and the video I'm making. So here we go. I'll do a couple more. I'll try to do them a little more quickly. Aum. Aum. All right. I like the last one. I think it says it's very tricky to try to teach people, but I just wanted to get the information out to you guys. And that is how you should best go about. That is all I have to offer you on mantras at this point. Do your own research, do your own time, find the mantra that works best for you. I found one that really hit close to my heart in the things that I'm searching for in existence, and praying in Sanskrit if at bare minimum, is a very interesting human historical study. And if you have any concepts of enjoyment towards those types of things, you will enjoy your studies with this. So thank you for stopping by. Peace and blessings. This will conclude my series videos, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by, watching the videos. It's been a pretty heavy 2 days. I still have one more fun video to make for my Wing Chun brothers and sisters. So yeah, thanks for participating in my life, and thank you for letting me participate in your life. Peace and blessings.